Hey fellow gamers, what's good? B Chambers, Alloy 7 video, you know the score. Now playing Divinity 2 Dragon Knight Saga. And I do want to bring you up to speed on where we are in the game. So when we last left off, I was going around town trying to get clues on where this alleged dragon had been sighted. So I've done that now. I've also grabbed a couple of side quests, a couple of bounties, and that's actually the mission I'm going to take all of us on in this particular video to show you the ins and outs of the combat and how that works. The dragon is still on the loose, but I also wanted to introduce you to some of the humor in the game's story that I think is handled very well. So check this out.
Here lies saucy Sally, and the women they cheered, and the men they wrecked.
So you can see I'm in this graveyard and there's a narrator.
Here lies Lucky Tom, ever since he just ran out of luck.
Ever since he just ran out of luck. So each one of these folks has something.
Here lies little Gracie. Her grave serves as a reminder to us all. Trolls are not big cuddly teddy bears.
So the game does have a good dose of humor. And what I'm going to be doing in this particular video is not sticking to the main quest, actually. I have been given orders by the Dragon Knight in charge. I'm actually going to skirt those orders just for a second to get out here into the more open world parts and show you guys just how sweet the combat is, and how some of the skills that I've put into, the skill points that I've put into purchasing skills and upgrading my character are going to work. And I think that was all I wanted to cover here. Oh, I did want to correct something I said, I think either in the first or actually I think it was in the first video where I was talking about killing chickens. And you got to kill all these chickens and eventually something's going to happen that's awesome. It's not the chickens that you're supposed to kill. It's the rabbits. The rabbits are what you're supposed to be killing in order to see the awesome part that I don't want to spoil for you. So if you haven't played this game and you do decide to play it based on what you see here, be sure to kill all of the rabbits that you can possibly kill. Trying to take these trolls out. Little mini cutscene here. You know what I'm talking about? Show you do. Alright, so again, I'm a ranger, so the targeting system is actually pretty good. I'm not all that strong at this stage in the game, so I'm going to go get my melee on a little bit there. So I'm not able to drop people all that quickly, but you can see how the combat works. You basically target your enemies using the left trigger, and then your action buttons that you can see down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, whether it be A, B, X, or Y, are what actually carry out the orders. So let me make sure I got everything off of this guy. Yes, I did. We're basically on our en route to accomplish one of the bounty missions that I took in the town. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with me accepting quests and talking to NPCs for hours on end, but I will show you how the combat fleshes out over here. Also, I have to say that I love the soundtrack. You're not really hearing a whole lot of it here, but in the town, there's, like, when you go into the taverns or into somebody's house, there's this mixture of kind of like folk music slash people whistling slash electric guitar. And I know that sounds strange, but it shows that the people who produce the music for this particular game really put a lot of thought into it, and I am very appreciative of that, being a musician myself and a audiophile, if you're familiar with the category review system that we useth. What else do we have here? One other administrative note I wanted to kind of just bring to your attention is that there are some load times in this game. And check out the targeting system right there. You see how I just switched from one goblin to the other? It's just a flick of the right stick, man. That's all it is to it. Once I'm honed in with the left trigger, if I want to switch to this other goblin, it's just a flick of the right stick, right analog stick. And that's actually pretty dope. I think this is one of the better handled combat systems in console action RPGs. Again, this is me playing on the Xbox 360, not on the PC, as is evidenced by the HUD there on the screen. But we're trying to find this shaman that I'm supposed to be taking out here. I gotta go find him. One of the other administrative things I did want to point out, though, Dang, my lockpick skill still isn't good enough.
Bird.
Let's go into my menu here and see if it's maybe something I haven't updated yet. No, you ain't got the skills, bruh. 1 of 5, baby.
Watch it.
Anyway.
What an excuse.
Go ahead and pull this lever. This guy sounds upset. What's wrong, brother?
What do you want? I'm a bird watcher, okay? And since you ain't no bird, I'll do that. Now scrap.
That guy seems upset. So we're still looking for this shaman so I can turn in this bounty hunt. I think he's just, yeah, there he is. So you can see that kind of glowing orb looking thing over the hill there. I'm not sure why they represent the goblin that I'm supposed to be killing as this kind of spirit energy thing, but it's the way the game does it. Not really a big deal. But you'll notice here that when I get into, when they hone in on me, I put the bow and arrow away and I go into more close quarters combat. That's a skill actually on the skill tree that you'll want to take hold of in your Dragon Knight skills, I think is what it's called, or Dragon Slayer skills. There's actually unarmed melee combat is what I'm choosing. So basically it gives you a means of picking a secondary weapon. I'm obviously an archer here as a ranger, but I choose to go in, you know, fists and kicks, man. So I'm going to be inclined to put points into the unarmed skill. So the game is pretty robust in terms of what it allows you to do when leveling and developing your character, which is always a bonus for me because, as I've said in many videos, I am the consummate builder when it comes to these types of games. If you're not familiar with our category review system, get familiar with it. Check it out on the website. It is in every video description. It's in the description of every video that I do, just so you guys can be aware of some of the terminology that I and some of the other people on this channel use in our videos. So let's go get this bounty. I wanted to show you guys the combat, and we are doing that.
Be praised. We have our sacrifice. Prepare to burn and feast, goblins of the valley.
Whoa! So he's got a shaman with him. He's Jalmar. He's got a caster with him. I'm going to hit him with a poison arrow right there. Bow! It's going to help me. But I'm going to switch to the shaman that's... No, it actually didn't switch to the right guy. That's the guy I want right there. He's the one that's causing me trouble because his attacks are much quicker than Haljar, however you say the guy's name, man. I'm no expert in this. Alright, so I'm going to melee these guys up close to me here. Always keeping an eye on your health bar. They take it easy on you here in the early stages of the game. They don't really try to shank you too bad. As you can see, I'm faring pretty well, even though I'm getting hit quite a bit. Go ahead and poison him. My poison arrows. Looking forward to my explosive arrows. Picking up XP so I can level my character up. We're sitting here drawing first blood. Oh, I can't use it that soon. Alright, so now I'm going to focus on Jalmar. Dang, he hit me too. And his abilities actually slow you down if they hit you. You gotta be quick. Here we go. And so basically, there's bounty boards in the towns that say, hey, go out and kill this particular person. Again, I don't know why he looks like a big ball of light with a mask, but I've been instructed that when I shank him, to bring, I believe, his crown back to the village, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pick it up. Oh, his mask, excuse me. I got to pick up Jalmar's mask.
Shiny.
And now I've done it. And so now that particular side quest is going to be done. Once I get back to the town, I can turn it into the bounty board, collect my rewards, my experience points, and so on and so forth. Let me go reap the bounty of this particular. I've also taken a side quest that when I kill goblins, if I pick up their hearts, there's like this commander in town that if you bring me the heart of the goblins, I will bless thee with the light of whatever. Bottom line is the game has a decent amount of risk and reward, giving you rewards for what would typically be tedious tasks, running around trying to kill goblins. But here, not only do you get experience points, but you also collect hearts, which becomes a currency that allows you to collect rewards from other people who have given you side quests. So it looks like I may be able to get 2 of my bounty hunts done here. I think this guy may run from me though. If I remember playing this correctly, this guy goes on the run. And the folks he has with him are not playing around. And I don't know, but there's a person in town who I'm helping who basically, there's assassins after him. I'm not sure if the guys on the bounty board are the assassins. We're going to find that out hopefully here in this episode if I can finish it up quickly enough and not have to keep you guys here for longer than we should. Here we go. Talk to me. What you want? Tribal Goblin Beholder. No, I don't think that's him. Yeah, how you like that? I'm just gonna put a little melee on you. You like the melee? You like the melee, baby? And this is why in the beginning I said you need to have some healing items on you. I'm not trying to activate pause mode. I don't know what that's all about. But I had to take a potion there. And then I'm targeting, and then I'm just switching with the right stick, and then I'm right back in the action. Very well handled, man. I got to give this game its props in terms of how it handles the action combat. Where'd this guy go? There you are. Don't run from me, man. There you are. Gotcha. Alright, so I don't believe he was one of my bounty board guys, nor do I believe he's necessarily the assassins that I'm looking for. And these shamans, man, can wreak havoc on you later in the game when they get stronger. If you do not take them out, recommend taking them out first. Anyway, I think we've had a pretty good haul here, man. Beat a lot of people down here. See if there's any spoils we can take with us from their little village here of sorts. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to walk away with just the gold and provisions we took off the people that we shanked. This river is strong. We're going to run back to the village and turn this in and see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I missed this guy altogether. He's not paying attention. Ah, he's doing a little summoning, huh? You see, when I level up, I'm definitely going to get my unarmed skill squared away, because that's going to aid me in the way I like to fight. Let's see what's in this crate. Some ale. Can't go wrong with ale, baby. Alright. Let's head on back to the village. Right? Oh, there's something to search. Always remember to search, good people. Always remember to check out your surroundings, because you never know what you may find. You may find some treasure. Doesn't appear to be any here, but it's always worth a look. I like how I said that on beat. Just a little geeky humor for you. I'm gonna take it back to the town. Go ahead and unarm here. I don't think there's anybody else that's threatening us. I'm gonna turn in some questing. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this edition of now playing Divinity 2, the Dragon Knight Saga. We're going to go ahead and shut down here as I'm on my way back to the village. Don't want to bore you guys with me running through the woods. We will have many, many more episodes to come in the future, so we hope you guys will stick along or stay with us as we continue to dole out these episodes. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in these particular videos, if there's something you'd like me to chime in on if you've not played the game, or even if you have. As always, remember to like, favorite, and to subscribe, and most importantly, to leave us that good old commentary that we love so much because we love interacting with you. This is B Chambers signing off from Alloy 7. Allow me to tell you peace and Godspeed, and we will see you on the next Alloy 7 video.
Dirk is having an affair. No.
Alloy 7.